Welcome to Howtorockacampfire. New episode every Thursday at 7 p.m. A ringing from the east comes in as yesterday waves her goodbye. Hey, don't forget to check out Windmill Blue on YouTube, where you can find me in his new music video, Van Wells Oak, song off his coming album. Click the button to check it out now. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to my show. My name is Dustin Cormier, and this is How to Rock a Campfire. Today's episode is going to be on a tune called Don't Let Me Down by the Beatles. So it's a pretty simple tune. I'm going to show you guys how I play it, and then you're going to see a video of me, my brother, and my good friend Joshua from my band, the Goombas. And we all just kind of get together and jam this tune. And we kind of had a little bit of fun with it. Our buddies were there drinking and stuff, and we just like to jam like that randomly. So you'll see that after, but for now I'm going to show you guys how I play it. Yeah. I guess it starts just like... Don't let me down. Don't let me down. My voice sucks. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. So what I'm doing is there's going E, F sharp minor. And the rhythm is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. What I'm doing there is taking my pinky off and then hammering it on to the 4th fret of the D string, and that's what makes that down, down. And then I go to the A chord to the E suspended 4th, which is just your pinky finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and then back to the regular E. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Sometimes I do that A chord instead of the E suspended 4th, but anyway, when we stop to the E, we go. It's got a timing thing here. When you count 5, it's like they add a random 5/4 thing in here. And it's such a good example of the Beatles being like, let's make it slightly different. Instead of having that go by 4, which is what would obviously most people do, let's just put 1 extra in there. Wouldn't fuck the whole thing up, fuck the drummer up, fuck everybody up. What the hell, why not? Because music is endless, limitless, and full of variety. And you don't need to stick to the rules. The Beatles never stuck to the rules, and that's why their stuff is so far out of the lines, you know? Nobody ever loved me like she do me. Oh, she do. Yes, she does. So what we're doing there is from that Don't let me down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You see that 5 in there? How it sticks out like that? And so when I go to that E chord, what they do is an E major 7. Beautiful chord. I love the major 7ths. From that F sharp minor, ooh, she do me. Yes, she does. I think the best way to play the E major 7th is with either by doing, like, let's say this is your D major 7th, right? If you were to go up 1 whole tone with that, you would have to bar the second fret, right? So what I do is I put my first finger on the second fret of the D string and the A string, and that makes this like an E major 7th chord. You've just brought this chord up to here. And you can leave the open E because the open E is part of the E chord anyway, right? Blah blah that she do me, does she do me? Yes she does. And if somebody, right? The other way to do that E chord, you go for that F sharp minor. This is an easier one, and it might not sound perfect, but it kind of does. It's an interesting sort of dissonance. You're taking your E chord, you're lifting your third finger off and putting it on the second fret of the A string. Then you're replacing your first finger with your second finger, right? So that's kind of like an E7th chord with a D string hanging off. And then you have your first finger freed up to go on the first fret of the D string. Because this is the E, and the E major 7th is just basically taking that E note down to the major 7th, right? There's 8 notes in a scale, usually, you know, in most scales, like the regular scale, the E major scale. And the major 7th, like if you're going to play an E7th, usually it would be the 7th drop down 2 tones to like that D note. But since the major 7th always implies that you're using not 2 notes down on the 7th, but 1 note down, 1 semitone. Anyway, so the E major 7th has a D sharp in it, and that's what that first fret of the D string is a D sharp. So that's why that note, that chord, sounds weird by itself, but that is your E major 7th, right? Nobody ever loved me like she do me. Does she do? Yes, she does. And if somebody loved me like she do me. So it sounds weird, so that's why I always like to go to the higher E major 7th. This one. Don't let me down. Back to the chorus, obviously, right? Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. So, you know, I like to do, there's a bass thing in here that I do that I'm going to show you, but first I'm going to show you the simplified version because it's kind of even annoying to play it, especially by yourself. If you're by yourself, I highly recommend for this part, I'm in love for the first time. And don't you know it's gonna last? And you just stay on the main chords, right? Just basically E to the B7. But there's a bass thing that they do on the bass, Paul McCartney pumping around on that little Hoffman bass of his. And they might even do it on a guitar. But what I like to do when I'm with a bunch of people, because I can add this thing in here, is you go, I'm in love for the first time. Whoops, kind of weird because... Yeah, it's so weird, but you're going, I'm in love for the first time, E, D sharp, E, C sharp, E, B, E, C sharp, B, G sharp, F sharp, then B, boom, bum, 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 E, A, B, F sharp, E, A, D, and then it kind of stays on the F sharp there. It's a love that lasts forever. It's the love that has no past. add in these bass parts if I got a bunch of other people with me. But if you don't have a bunch of other people with you, then I would just do it. It's the love that has no past. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. And then the rest kind of keeps on going. Sorry about that. So yeah, that was me explaining Don't Let Me Down by the Beatles. Now you're going to hear me, my good friend Josh from my band, my brother, well, yeah, just the three of us jamming this tune, just having a few beers one night. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Rock on. Brown eye.
Oh, my brown eye. No shit stains in my undies.
Here, why don't you spread them and see if you can find any stink nuggets? What?
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Yes, she does. And if somebody ever loved me like she do, who she do? Yes, she does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
What up, gangsta G, motherfucking
Hey,
B?
Conway.
Jimmy B?
You wasted it.
What up?
I stink, bro. You're probably all fucking ugly. Sometimes I get anxiety crazy.
Don't you know it's gonna last?
Like I went to a vice party the other day. It was like fucking.
It's a
like,
love that lasts forever. It's a love that has no past. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. And from the first time that she really knows. I guess nobody ever really done me. She done me. She done me good. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Right on. Thanks a lot, guys. See you on the next one. That was good. Now let's see if I actually recorded it. Yes.
The answer is no.
Hey folks, just a reminder to check out my other channel, How to Rock Spirit, where I talk about everything under the sun, from astrology to mysticism to psychedelic yoga to practical materialism and philosophy too. Hope to see you there. Namaste.